Do you like my new chickens?
I did mention that we would be talking about birds on this video.
Uh-huh.
That's not what I meant. We are Mac.
Hey, Jose.
And we are the Uper Farmsteaders. We have been, over the last several weeks, building an outside area and coop for our chickens and ducks for the winter. We have a ton of video recorded, but we haven't been putting it together. So I thought today we would sit down and talk about what we did and put all the video to it so you can see the actual coming together of our new chicken coop and duck coop. Okay, so we are going to attempt to herd them out of their cage, out the garage door into the yard, where then we are going to fence them for the day while we work outside. It's supposed to be in the 40s today, and I think they are more than ready because they are so loud and so dirty they needed to get out of the garage. Right, Jose?
Tiki, 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 tiki. Nothing is easy. Nothing. What happened?
I have never seen ducks panic that bad. Look at them.
Wow.
You would think we were killing them. Where are you guys going? The first structure we built was a lean-to, 8 foot by 16 foot, that would keep the snow off the ground.
Mm-hmm. What are we doing upside now? What?
I'm
Why?
sorry. It is cold out here this morning, and we are working on building an outdoor area for our ducks and chicks.
Yep.
That's what's going on behind us. So, but it is very chilly. The problem is, because we got started on our farmstead so late in the year, we really don't have a choice. We need a spot where the ducks and chicks can be outside this winter. So what's happening here is this is a 16 by 8 foot area, and we are going to be putting a roof on this, which is what we're currently doing. None of this is new material. This is all material that we found on the property as of now. The roof is going to be the tin from the top of the barn, and then we're going to put some wood along the back of this to keep the wind out, give them a nice wind-free area, a place without snow, and where we could work and put water in there and feed in there for them and not have 2 feet of snow to work under. After we built the lean-to, we needed to build a water platform. And in the past, with my ducks, I've built a beautiful water platform. The waters sit on wire mesh and the water falls through outside of the coop. So we won't get any water inside of here, or very little water. And this will just help keep it a lot cleaner. If you do ducks, build one of these. It'll save you a lot of mud and a lot of trouble. I love these things, and I may next year try to build something that actually runs the water away from here even further, so I don't have to clean the buckets every day. But for this winter, this is gonna work. Which has been a brilliant idea, and I have never had a problem with my ducks learning to use the water platform.
But
this time, I don't know what is wrong with our ducks, but I have not been able to teach them how to use the ramp to the water.
they never figured out.
They have not figured it out. A couple of the ducks have, and usually once 1 or 2 of the ducks figure it out, they all figure it out. But no, we're having a huge problem. We're trying to teach our ducks to get up on their water platform, which is not going as well as we would like. We just increased the width of the board across, so we did a double board rather than the single board. We'll see if they can figure it out this time. They're climbing it. I cannot believe how big of a problem we're having. These ducks seem so afraid of everything, and getting them to learn to use the water platform has been a workout.
Even every day when you go to put new water, change water,
yes,
they are afraid.
They're afraid. They run like crazy.
Yeah.
The interesting thing in Colorado, when I had ducks, if they saw me coming with a water bucket or they saw me coming with the feed bucket, they were so excited and they would chatter and be excited I was coming. And these ducks have no interest. Nope. They don't care. As a matter of fact, the first couple of days we put them in the coop, they didn't even touch their food and water. Like, they were so afraid. That is annoying.
Yeah, it is.
After that, we took on the project. We wanted to put an outside area with wire mesh where they could be out in the sun and have an outdoor area. And now we are putting up the 2x4s on the beams across on this outer side to hang wire. The problem is we were having trouble finding the wire mesh we needed.
Yeah.
Nobody has anything in stock because of COVID, so it's been really frustrating. The nice thing was I had rabbit cages on order, and I called up Bass Equipment. They were able to get me a 4-foot by 100-foot roll of 1-inch by 2-inch wire, because we wanted to be able to keep the predators out. So we put up the wire, it covers the top. Why did we need wire over the top, Jose?
Eagles.
We have a ton of eagles. Every day we see eagles flying overhead. We're gonna have such a problem on this property with eagles, I think. Then we also buried it underground to keep the weasels out and to keep the raccoons out.
Yeah.
And of course, keep coyotes out and the wolves out and anything else, any other possible predator we might have on the property. The original plan for this structure was just to have a lean-to with the wire mesh. So Jose and I have been building this lean-to for the ducks and chickens. We were just gonna pull their trailer up to it, but now that we're not building a trailer, we are gonna turn this into a coop, right, Jose? So what we're working on right now is we need to get this corner cleaned out, because of course we've been stacking wood here to keep it dry, because it's a nice little dry area. You have fleas? Okay, Okay, so we are going to build the coop here, a coop here in the corner of this large aviary for the ducks and the chickens for this winter. And then maybe next spring we'll use this for our turkeys.
Turkeys.
Yeah, I don't know. This is going to be a really nice structure, though. I'm very excited. So right now we're building a 4 by 8 foot coop inside of here that'll be a little bit up off the ground. It'll provide housing for the chickens and the ducks. It'll be nice to get them out of the garage eventually. So I'm big on letting nothing go to waste. We have to build a floor over here in the chicken coop. It doesn't have to be nice, it just needs something that the plywood can sit on. So we have this big, I think it's an 8 by 8 right here, but it's short. It's got these braces on it. And so you can see it's 2 pieces of wood, about one 4 feet, one 6 feet long. So we are right now going to take this apart and we are going to use these big pieces of wood for underneath the floor, because otherwise I don't know what I would do with them. So we're going to use them. And we came back later and built a structure for the chickens, which is above the ducks. We need to get the chickens now out of the garage. They're getting pretty big. We have the ducks out in the coop. We need to move the chickens into the coop. The problem is we don't have any roosts or any place for the chickens to be. So we are going to build today in the coop a small platform with 2 roosts that the chickens can be on above the ducks, and so they're not pooping on the ducks, and the ducks can be down below, because if you know, ducks are messy and chickens are fairly clean.
So what do you think? It's really good or not? Or you may complain?
People use the deep bedding system for their chickens and they don't have to clean their chicken coops for like a year. With ducks, that's just not an option. You are cleaning the bedding a minimum once a month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they are very messy. The next thing we had to do was put the doors and the windows on, and I wanted, the way the sun comes around to the south, I wanted, if it's sunny out or nice out, that we can open up the windows and allow the sun to come in, and we can close them on days when it's windy to help protect the birds from the elements. So we built 2 big windows, one behind the water platform that the ducks don't use, and one just to the south of that. And it came out really nice.
It is nice.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to open up those windows and close them at night. And then we wanted to have a heat lamp in there. Because we got the birds so late in the year, I don't think they've adjusted to the temperature. Especially the chickens, because they were in the garage under heat lamps for the first, I don't know, 6 weeks of their life, 7 weeks of their life. They have not adjusted to the cold. I probably should have been more diligent about taking away their heat lamps. So we're going to keep a heat lamp in there over the winter. So we had to put some conduit under our driveway and run an extension cord out there so they would have a heat lamp for this winter. Generally, I would say no heat lamp for your birds.
But in this case.
Yeah, we did things a little backwards.
Yeah. Last night, it was the first night for the babies.
Yeah, the ducks slept outside in the coop last night. It was so windy and snowing really hard when we tucked them in for the night. It stopped snowing, but the wind didn't stop. So we're gonna go out and find out how they did overnight. The one thing we did do, because it was their first night out there, we did put a heat lamp, and we'll probably leave the heat lamp out there for maybe a week while they adjust to the temperature changes. But I'm gonna tell you, I have had ducks before. These are the craziest ducks I've ever seen. And the only thing I can think of is that in the past, because it was spring, I was putting the ducks out when they were quite a bit younger during the day and then putting them up at night. But these guys, we kept them in the brooder until they were about 5 weeks old. And they are crazy. Yesterday, we left them in their new pen all day. They never touched their food or water. They were so afraid out there. And so I'm hoping that today and the next couple of days that they will adjust and not be so afraid, but they are craziness. So we finally got them to drink and eat late yesterday afternoon. But today I'm sure they are hungry and thirsty.
Oh yeah.
So we are headed out there now. Are you ready?
Let's go. Well, not too bad.
Well, they survived.
Yep.
So we'll just see how the day goes. I'll bring them more food and check on them at lunchtime. Because they did not eat yesterday, so they're going to crank through some feed today, I think. All right, let's go do our other chores.
Let's go.
That was our chicken coop build. I think it came out really nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
Jose just has taken on the project of caring for the ducks and chickens every day, and it's his little pet project. He really seems to be enjoying it.
I love it.
He does love it. He just wishes the ducks would use the water platform.
Yeah.
Again, we are Mac.
And Jose.
And we are the Uper Farmsteaders.
Thank you for watching.
Okay.
Oh, where is my chicken?